The EV revolution is in full swing right now. More and more exciting options are entering a marketplace originally busted wide open by Tesla. Though they weren't the first, they certainly made the biggest impression. And now everyone else is officially catching up, including Hyundai with the new Ioniq 5. The Ioniq 5 is the first model in the electric sub-brand. There will be more coming, but Ioniq 5 is the first salvo, and it is one hell of a shot. Though Hyundai wants to call it a crossover, we're going with a retro future cool electric hatch. It rides on Hyundai's electric global modular platform that makes better use of interior volume afforded with a true EV-focused setup. On the outside, the Ioniq 5 is so damn sharp. The wheelbase is long, the shoulder line is tight, the roof angles back wonderfully. We still wish Hyundai would ditch the door dent styling, but literally every other part of this thing works for us. Especially the paramedic pixel LED lighting elements and aero-optimized 20-inch wheels. Inside the cabin, Hyundai delivers serious space. That's due to the fact that the wheelbase is 4 inches longer than a Palisade, but the total length is 14 inches shorter. The overhangs are tight, which means the space between the wheels is open and well designed for the people inside the vehicle. That center console, it can slide back and forth to allow for more room as needed. It has cup holders, USB outlets, and a spot for wireless phone charging. Ahead of the driver, you'll find a head-up display with augmented reality mode that makes it feel like the windshield ahead of you is a display screen. This projects turn-by-turn navigation in the sightline of the driver. The instrument cluster and infotainment screens are both 12-inch units sitting next to each other, and they can be configured to suit your needs. Additionally, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto both come standard, and you can pair two devices at a time if you need to. One could be for calls, while the other could be making the music choices. If you need to stop at a charging station, the driver's seat can recline and a footrest can extend so you can truly relax while you wait to juice up the car. Speaking of the e-juice, the Ioniq 5 is built to handle both 400-volt and 800-volt charging architectures. The car will go from 10% to 80% charged in just 18 minutes on a 350-kilowatt charger. On a level 2 setup, the Ioniq 5 goes from empty to full in 6 hours and 43 minutes with a 10.9-kilowatt onboard charger. And if you do have to hit a charging station, it's best to find an Electrify America one. Hyundai partnered with EA to provide unlimited 30-minute charging sessions for Ioniq 5 buyers for 2 years from the date of purchase. Now, as for the power we're dealing with here, you have two choices. The battery is a 77.4 kilowatt-hour pack and can be set up with either a rear motor or a front and rear dual motor setup. To get the most range, the single-motor Ioniq 5 produces 225 horsepower and 225 pound-feet of torque and should deliver 300 miles of range. For more power, the all-wheel drive dual-motor Ioniq 5 delivers 320 horsepower and 446 pound-feet of torque and will run from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 5 seconds. SE and SEL dual-motor versions are rated to deliver 269 miles of range, while a top-spec Limited will return 244 miles. And if you have enough juice, the Ioniq 5 supports vehicle-to-load functionality, which means it's a giant charging station for things like e-bikes, laptops, camping gear, and more. Interested in picking one up? Well, Hyundai is first targeting a few states: California, Connecticut, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, Oregon, Rhode Island, Vermont, Texas, Florida, Illinois, Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Arizona to start. A wider rollout is slated to happen sometime in 2022, and there are more Ioniq models to follow as well. The Ioniq 5 is just the first step in this new EV family for Hyundai. The Ioniq 6 sedan and Ioniq 7 SUV won't be far behind, but right out of the gate, the Ioniq 5 has us excited, and we can't wait to hop behind the wheel.